Well, you know, how if I actually had the right game loaded? Let's see what do we got here. There we go. Scratchy, scratchy. There we go. Hey, job. I'm not gonna lie, this does not look like what I bought. Fuck is this? Okay. I have no idea what this game is. I'm not gonna lie, it was like $5. Trash can. Phone? Any trouble? Yeah, don't worry. You can always just take it out. Why is that so loud? Hold on. You just, oh, okay. Send me a contract, I guess. Why are you so loud? I thought I was supposed to be scratching lottery tickets. Don't worry, guys. We're doing things. Hello? Where you go? Okay, you don't need money? Okay. I just... Oh. I guess I'm just an idiot. I just threw away $2. The plate can break. Or I get $3. Ooh, $3. Scratch ticket. Okay, cool. Oh, it costs like $10. That's not fair. I mean, another plate, I guess. I wonder why it's a scratch and sniff game. I can smell the food from here. Cool. How much did I win? Cookie. $1. $1. Woo! $25. See, this is bad. You're already getting me into gambling. See, 25 more dollars. Yeah, I'm already scratching. Take a lot of scratches. Don't worry, I have just what you need. Upgrades. Upgrades. Okay, I need to upgrade things. What's that? Oh. I can get a bigger penny. Yeah! I'm not gonna lie. This wasn't the game I thought it'd be. Woo! 13 bucks. I'm already starting to smell like I'm from a gas station. That's a net gain. Jesus Christ, I am actually winning. New ticket available. Better prizes. Mini scratch. Ooh. See, this definitely gets the gambling tick. More tickets. Fuck. Cats. That might be cats. It just kind of looks like cookies. At least to me, they kind of look like cookies. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was like when I bought this game, you know, it was during one of my last days at work. I thought it was a different one, but this ain't that bad. Let's see here. Am I gonna win? I'm gonna win something. $200. Oh, fuck yeah! Let's go, boys. $500. Hell yeah! No wonder why these idiots at the gas station pay so much money in this. I just got my ticket back on this one. Oh, there's a scratch bot. Oh, you're $1,000. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Did I win anything on this one? Yeah, I did. $100. How about you? Did I win anything on you? Yeah, I did. I won another $200. How about you? Did I win anything on you? No. You're done. You're dead. You're dead. You're a ticket. And you're dead. There we go. Whole bunch of little tickets. Let's go, boys. Sometimes the little tickets is where you make your money, even in real life. See right there, I just hit the fucking jackpot. Nugget knows how to win, baby! Scratchy, scratchy. You're a dud. Who needs a day job washing sinks when you can just scratch tickets all day and get the money? See, now I have enough money to get a scratch bot. I'm gonna actually put some music on. Let's see what we can get here. Not what I wanted. There we go. Scratch the apple tree, look out for the worms. If you see a worm, don't scratch it. Worms only give negative payouts if they're fully screwed. What? Why would I play a game that gives me negative money? I'm just gonna keep feeding that. Bro. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Actually, fun trick. If you're wanting to actually scratch cards off real quick, I learned this back when I used to work at a gas station. Just put a little bit of hand sanitizer on it. You can just rub it right off. Now, you can't do that with pull tabs, though. But it'll save so much time scratching. Let's see here. I could play an apple. Bot strength. Let's see what I want here. Speed. Just give it more room. And we'll buy $100 tickets. I want that thing to get through them. That'd be great. Spend money to make money. Or you break even. One of the two. Oh yeah, the little googly eyes that the robot does is pretty cool. That'd be cool too if you like were able to speed up. Like every time it speeds up, it actually like makes the eyes go faster. I'm trying to turn down the volume on my headset and it's just getting louder. I'm not gonna lie, the music on my end is just staggeringly loud. Stop it. I have to get a new headset. Garbage. Again, garbage. Yeah. Hey, the music's loud. Let me crank up the fucking saxophone. Some of the music that I got on the list to play during streams is actually pretty relaxing. I do enjoy the saxophones. Some of the free jazz is also really nice. And then we got the like Middle Earth or medieval music. It definitely sounds like it's out of Lord of the Rings. Fucking making that quick. Oh, quick cash. Okay. Let's see what an apple tree's like. Okay, you're a bee. You're a bee. And you're a leaf. I don't think I want it. It can't. See, I really enjoy some of the medieval ones. Let's see. Oh shit, I hit a jackpot. Sweet. Let's get this scratch bot. We'll do speed and that. Whole bunch of $10 tickets. $10 tickets where you make the money, baby! pop a couple. Jesus, you're moving quick. Might just have to upgrade that next. Jesus. Oh yeah, some of the music from the medieval period is just phenomenal. I actually quite enjoy some of the lute music. Really anything with lutes, violins, stringed instruments can be very, very pleasing to the ear. At least to me. I definitely think a nice violin, like, song is really good to fall asleep to. Same with jazz. As long as it's something smooth. But, like, if I'm needing to get... But I listen to all types of music. I don't want you to think that I just listen to one. I listen to all types of music. And different musical genres and different songs fit for different things. Like, when I'm at work, I listen to a lot of shit that pumps me up. Gets me through the day, gets me through the shift. When I get home, it's normally something soft, something to listen to, something to relax. And it's always real funny when people are like, oh, when you say all music... Ooh, I got a card. Ah, shit. Okay. But when people are like, oh, you really listen to all types of music? And I'm like, yes, literally all types. Will I enjoy it? Probably not. Hey, I watch a lot of stuff when I'm at work, and I prefer midnights. I get it. If it was up to me, I'd work midnights all the time. I'm not a good day walker. Just day people annoy me. Like, some people are just stupid. And then some of the crackheads are just outright terrible, but I just prefer nights. It's just a lot quieter if you're not in a city. Sometimes it is quieter in a city after a couple gunshots go off. A lot of these processed. See, I prefer going home. I prefer going home at night and going to work at night. I don't like the day, like when I'm going to and from work. I don't know why. It's just something about it. I'm like that person that you would want on like a farm, or, you know, back in ye oldie times when we lived in dirt huts. I'd be the guy to sit there at night just watching everything. Just because, you know, I'd be a good guy to stand guard at night. I just don't like days. One thing I am highly jealous of, and I would love to do it, I'd love to have a farm that big. I would be more than happy to run a combine in the middle of the night out in the fields, just running along. Because I just don't like being up during the day. I don't know why. I think it's part of it's because it's a lot cooler at night. And I'm, after like having heat stroke twice, it's just a lot cooler. Like, summertime kills me. I hate summer with a passion. Jesus, there's a lot more gadgets. Beautiful. All the money. All the money. New exciting product, a special device, makes it easier. Use your scratch bot. Table fan. Okay. I'll do one of these. Right back where I started. I got the ticket. Oh, yeah, dude. Autumn is awesome. I prefer the fall. Fall months are where it's at. I'll admit, too, though, sometimes you just can't get the fall months. Anymore, it just seems like we go straight from summer to winter, and maybe we get like a week or two of fall. And that just drives me nuts. Let me see you. You're a worm, you're a flower, you're a bee. Okay, I don't know how that worked. I do miss spooky season. Trust me, I understand the Ohio sentiment. I really do. The weather, for some reason, is bipolar just about everywhere on that longitude or latitude. Don't know why, but it is. And going through the Appalachians, from when I used to work on the road, it is probably some of the most muggiest, shittiest weather I have ever been through. Now, I'm not saying that down south ain't any better. Like, Florida's a hellhole. California, I'll never go to. But, like, we have weather everywhere that's weird. I'd love to go out to North Dakota and see what a winter out there is like. Minnesota, Montana, their winter sounds interesting to me. Do I think it would be the best? Probably not. But it'd be interesting to go through. I really want to go through a hurricane. Right now, it's... I don't even know where the hell I am on the map. Oh... On my weather map, it says it's 80. And I have no idea where the hell that map is. Hell, the map might be registered out of fucking North Dakota right now, for all I know. I can't tell off the map. It just says it's Boise. I don't know where Boise is. I know it's nowhere near me. Is that South America? Oh my god, it is! West Virginia... no, Washington... Yeah, Washington... Yeah, is definitely wet and nasty. I've never been out there. My ex's family's from there. All of the pictures that they've had around, like, Christmas time is just wet and nasty. It's always funny seeing it, too. Like, when I used to be over there with them all the time, it'd be like, oh yeah, here's this picture where the yard was a swamp. Yeah, Santa had to drive his boat here that year. It's like, yeah, probably. Better be like a swamp boat with a big old fan on it with rudders. Save tickets for later. The hell do you mean save tickets for later? I have not been through the Continental Divide. I would love to see the Divide. I have been up and down the East Coast for work, and let me tell you, if I wasn't sleeping on the ride, I was staring out the window. I have seen the mountains all the way from PA down to Georgia, and I have gotten pretty accustomed to seeing it, and now that I'm not really on the road anymore, sometimes I miss it. Because being on the road up and down the mountain range is one of the best things in Appalachia. Some people's been like, oh, where are you from? I'm like, dude, I've been up and down the East Coast, lived out of a duffel bag. I don't care anymore. Like, you can make up a place. I've probably been there. But I've never been to the Divide. I'd love to go to the Continental Divide. Fucking making money now. That's what I get with level 4 luck, apparently. Damn, I don't know if I'd do that foggy at 70 miles an hour. I went through a lot of weather at 70 miles an hour. I don't think I could do fog at 70. Well, I guess it depends on the fog. But I've never been to Shenandoah. That does sound like it'd be amazing. I do like national parks. Maybe I could try to do a video to do shit. An outdoor video going to national parks at some point. That'd be cool. There we go. We'll just feed the bot. Lucky Cat. I don't have enough money for Lucky Cat. Try another quick cash. Oh, hey, I got money. Like, more money. Yeah, that'll work. One park that I would love to go to is, I would love to go and see, like, Yellowstone. And I'd like to see the, of course, the Continental Divide. There is this one place out, I want to say in Colorado, where it's all these rocks that the glaciers threw. I'd love to go and see those. Damn, if it takes 3 hours, that'd be a good ride. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'd love to see pictures. See, I always love seeing pictures that people share. I don't always have a whole lot of anything from me. Some people are always like, "Oh, why don't you share more pictures of stuff you do?" I'm like, dude, I work. Like, some of the places and like photos I take is literally just of work. Like, I took a beautiful picture of the sunrise the other day, and it's literally just from work. Sometimes I feel bad about it because people are like, "Oh, it must be beautiful." No, it's literally just steel pipes. But sometimes the sky makes everything okay for me. Yes, Sunset Bro. Dude, I do want to see more glaciers. Same thing with museums. A lot of people just go and like relax on vacations, and I do too. I'd love to go, and I'm probably gonna make a travel itinerary, just museums and aquariums and stuff. I'd love to go to like the Smithsonian again. That stuff's cool. Same with national parks. I need to go and see more. I just want to see stuff. Oh, okay. So that's how you play that one. We're just gonna buy a whole bunch of these. Oh, it drives some of my friends nuts too. Like we'll be out doing something, and I don't do stuff a whole lot, but I'm just like I gotta take a picture of like the sun, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just have to. It looks amazing." There isn't that many Firewatch towers on the East Coast that are still up anymore. A lot of them are on the West Coast. I would love to go and visit a couple of them. I could probably find a couple on the East Coast for or from the National Park Service, but you don't see a whole lot of them anymore. And I just love to go and see some. Hello, yeah, calling you. I would like money. See, boom, 10 grand right there. If it was that easy to make money, I'd be fucking rolling in it. Let me turn the settings down on this a little bit. Because that cash sound is annoying. There we go. It's like it almost didn't do anything. I know it drives the girlfriend mad, but I'd love to do literally everything. And I would love to video it everything to show everybody. Like I I mess with chemicals all the time because it's my job. But I would love to get into like brewing some mead and doing some distillation and stuff like that. I would love to show it off, just because I think that stuff's neat. Don't worry, Dave. I'll be here. It's always great to have you here. Anyway, sometimes you might hear me. At least we got some music to chill to. Then we'll just sound like we're making money. Oh, dude, refrigeration does sound like a good job. Like I debated on it when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do after high school. Because I went through a technical training course because it was cheaper than college, and I was out in like a couple of months with certifications. I was like, I'm not sitting through fucking another 4 years of school. Fuck that. But I thought about doing refrigeration and air conditioning and all that fun jazz, and I didn't do it, and now I'm kicking myself in the ass. I should have done it. But I enjoy having the time that I get, and I enjoy doing the videos and stuff with everybody. I wish I could do this full time, really, just because I'd love to meet people, talk with people, and just have fun with people. I want to make other people's day better. The world is a rough place for a nugget. I am soft and squishy and delicious on the inside. Do, 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 do. I gotta automate more of this shit. Oh, I could do the quick caches. That one's money, that one's money, that one's money. Fuck yeah, that's a jackpot win. Hell yeah. What about you? No, you're nothing. Boo! Waste of money. I'd rather have another jackpot win. Bumblebee! Apple! There we go. Dude, that's a lot of apples. Kind of feel like I'm Eve here, scratching apples. There we go. How's that no money? Oh, zeros. I'm an idiot. Okay. You're looking for apples. Well, no wonder why it's called the apple tree. Ooh, shit. Can't win every time. Sometimes you get a negative payoff. Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to scratch that damn thing. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah. Make me some motherfucking money. Damn. Cash. There's got to be a better way to make this go quicker. Yeah. What's on my quick cash? Fuck yeah, $100,000. Dude, if scratching lottery tickets were this profitable, I would probably be doing that full time. But I have seen way too many people lose. Also, too, you get those people that play lottery tickets all the time. Trust me, they do not smell well. And I don't mean to judge. I really don't. I like accepting everybody. But I don't like standing behind someone that is standing there scratching lottery tickets. They normally have a waft to them. Oh, you're a very shitty card, aren't you? You need to get the strength up. Give me a lucky cat. You're a fish. You're something good. You're a fish. You're a nasty fish. Oh, fuck yeah, you're a paw print. Yeah, boy! That's how you make some fucking money right there. You just tickle the kitty's foot. I can't say what I was gonna say because of, you know, it'd probably ban me. Oh, you're just a shitty ticket. I'm still going through those $100 scratchers? Fuck. I thought I'd at least hit the other ones by now. But you. No, you're just an embarrassment. So yeah, I was talking mad shit about people and smelling terrible, and now I get nothing but raw fish. I better go to my day job before they fire me. I'll wash the dishes. Fuck, I'll pay $3, I guess. That was the first time I've broken a plate in this game. Ooh, mystery card. See, why does it hate me so? It just apparently doesn't like the fact that I talked mad shit about, you know, scratcher people. It's like, how dare I say that the people that say they got a net gain off of a fucking $2 lottery ticket? Yeah. $25 sextillion off of just breathing would be fun. Would be nice. Right now, I've got $4.13 million credits from scratching lottery tickets. Give me a sniff. I bet I smell amazing. Don't actually sniff me, please don't. I respect I want my personal space. Yeah, that's like $84K right there. $84,000. Dude, that'd be nice. Oh, yeah, dude. It'd just break everything for 25 sextillion. Nope, I would. I'll buy the planet. Wipe out everybody's debt. If I had that much money, I'd just be like, nope. Jubilee, everybody. Like, this is your once in a lifetime opportunity to go debt free. Don't fuck it up again. Oh, fuck yeah. Put shows like Caleb Hammer out of business, just getting in the way of all of the debt. No more debt. Nobody would ever do that, though. It's sad. But it would be nice, though. Bot Street. Fucking cut through that shit like it's butter. I'd like to do some stuff, for, to help the homeless. But there's a lot of people, too, that are homeless that just don't want the help. I've met a lot of them over the years. But to be fair, too, like, I know one in particular. I've talked with him every time I go through the city. He is a lovely man. Love the man. The dude has a degree. And he's just like, yeah, I don't have a normal job. I prefer to be homeless. And I was like, why? And he goes, because I'll just spend it on drugs. He's like, I know I'll spend it on drugs, so I just prefer to be homeless. I was like, okay. I mean, at least you understand what you do. Dude's awesome, though. Then, too, like, I've seen, like, some of these programs that they've done where they've just completely squandered the money. Like, people donate so much money and they just piss it away. But they have such great intentions. I'd love to see more, though. I'd love to see people actually have houses. Big thing is getting the veterans off the streets first, because that's where a lot of your homeless is. It's just homeless veterans. Damn. Final chance. Never seen that before. See, now we're starting to roll in some big money. I do want to see what the final chance ticket is, though. Oh, yeah, jackpot. I'm rich! Damn. Final chance. Chance to win everything. Gambling never... I died?! Didn't work this time? Okay. Oh, shit, I prestiged! Shit! What can I do here? Start with a big sponge. Start with scratch bot. That'd be nice right there. Jackpot power. That'd be nice. That'd be good. Scratchbot can wash plates? Dude, that'd be fucking dope. Oh, dude, I got some ideas for clean energy. And yeah, no, I don't even donate when like you go to the store and they're like, "Do you want to donate money?" No, because I found out while working for other companies that what companies do is they donate at like the beginning of the year, right? And then they donate like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then the rest of the time it's literally you just paying them back, and they can make profit off of it. Like, that's just so stupid. I got a bigger sponge now. But I got like a lot of ideas. And I would love to get some funding for it. And I would be more than happy to like work my entire life on doing clean energy and stuff. There's ways you can do clean energy very effectively and efficiently. The problem is nobody's going to go for it. And it's for the stupidest reasons. Like, you want natural gas? Dude, we make so much garbage. It's not even funny. Because that garbage we could use to power stuff. I mean, we already kind of do. We use it to do methane stuff. But there is so much other stuff we can do as well. Because we're focused on production instead of passive. We should have started with passive and only used production when we shortfall. God damn it, I broke a plate. See, I was just so angry I couldn't help myself. Well, see, Dave, that's the trick. A lot of people don't understand. how you can get so rich doing that is you're just literally living off the company. If the company owns everything, you don't have to pay like certain taxes. That's how like billionaires and business owners get away from taxes. I have met so many millionaires and shit that have I mean, I've only met like 5, maybe a little bit more in my life. But those people, what they do is they just put everything in the company's name, pay themselves like a minimum wage salary, right? And then like, they do it by the hour, and they're hardly ever in at work, right? They show up when they want to. And that allows them to apply for welfare and shit. Like, how is that even fair? Like, I've seen these people drive around in, like, sports cars, Lamborghinis, and Maseratis and shit. And they're getting welfare. The system's broken. Oh yeah, dude, it is just ridiculous. I have met some pretty shitty people in my life. And I think the shittiest ones are the ones that are like billionaires who just drive around in sports cars and get food stamps. The bad part is I don't blame them for using the system. I blame the system because the whole system's fucked. Well, you have to have some stroke of selfishness to be in the world. I try to do the best I can without being like super fucking selfish. As long as I really eat and have a place to sleep and I can do some of the stuff I want, I don't care. Like, I try to help people out. We've done collections plates at work when, people are what's the word? When people are down on their luck. Like, I try to pitch in, I try to help. But there's just some people that just blows my mind of the shit that they can get away with. I'd love to have a sports car, but no, I got to get told I don't apply for food stamps. I worked at a gas station and I could barely afford to eat for a while because I got laid off and I wasn't making any money. And no, what happens? Nope, too much. Can't get food stamps. I can't live. Let me see here. Oh no, dude, I completely get it. And I don't even think that's bragging. I think that you're doing everything right. Dude, like, I own my house, but that's because I decided I wanted to live in a camper. Like, I live well within my means, but I do all the shit that I want to do. Like, some people are like, "Oh, you live in a camper?" And I'm like, "Yeah. When I want, I can pick up and move. When I worked on the road, it was great." Like there's different different concessions for different people. Like, what do you want out of life? Me, I wanted the freedom to where when I worked on the road, I could take my house with me. I didn't have to worry about sleeping in someone else's bed. This is my bed. Also, whenever I pissed off a woman, I just hooked it up to the truck and took off. Fuck you, bitches. You don't know where I live. You just know where what it looks like. Dude, I would love to do my best for this country and make it better, but there ain't no way in hell people are gonna let me run the country. I'd piss way too many people off. Oh, dude, Dave, it's hilarious. Like, I've ran into, like, exes and people from high school, and they're just like, oh, yeah, I got this apartment, or I got this, like, $300,000 mortgage, and I'm just like, I live in a camper, and I go to the beach whenever I feel like it. Now, I'll be admitting, I haven't been to the beach in, like, 5 years. But that's because I've been working my ass off on other shit. More important shit and dealing with family. But whenever I want, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Lumen, if you could buy Discord and just get it away from Microsoft, I think the world would be happy with you. Everybody would enjoy it. Dude, Microsoft has just been shitting all over Discord. That'd be cool. You know, I do make a lot of food, but the food I make are like broke budget food because I hardly ever have time anymore. Because I'm working like 16 hours a day. Like, I do 12-hour shifts and I'm driving like 4 hours a day. Like, to and from where my house is, because apparently nowhere near where I'm working has anywhere where I could set a camper. Some of the shit sucks. But that's what you get for living near a city. Dude, 165 for a condo? That's awesome! Dude, I bet it's a dope-ass condo. I bet you got like a jacuzzi. Sweet. I know a lot of what I try to do too is I try to invest in things. Like, I got some stocks that I trade. I got like some friends that are doing stuff that I've, pitched them money for. Like, I'm trying to grow. And I think a lot of the problem too is I picked a shitty career to go into, and I'm highly debating on going back to school. That's how shitty my career is at this point. Dude, if you would do that, I would fucking kiss your feet. I hate feet, not a feet guy. I would kiss your feet if you got rid of all the bloatware. Fucking Microsoft needs to learn shit sucks. Hell, I never upgraded myself. Fuck it. Who needs Windows fucking 85? Dude, I would donate a lot of money. As long as my needs are met, I would donate money. Just because of all of the bullshit. I'm just fed up with all the corporate bullshit. I can't stand it. And I can't stand the stupidity of people. Because you can... How do I put this? Shit can be so easy and efficient. I love efficiency. I love it when things work the way it's supposed to be. But when you keep fucking with shit, stuff just breaks. And I just keep running into that problem at work. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I forget that the Army also does, like, HVAC and other shit, too. Sometimes I forget they're not just driving around. God, the Army has so many jobs. See, I grew up on a farm, so, like, I got, like, general knowledge of how to do welding and everything, really. Am I good at a lot of it? Fuck no. Does that tack weld look like it was kind of like half-assed? It looks like the half-assed was half-assed by a drunk welder. But it will get you from point A to point B, or at least through the harvest. You're right. You can't fix things that are broken. And I keep trying to tell these guys in the meetings. And it keeps boiling down to, well, you don't have a college degree. And it's like, yeah, because I was smart and didn't get saddled with, like, $100,000 worth of debt and a useless degree. But it's like, dude, you have one job. Is just to make money for the company and yourself. And if you're trying to justify your job and keep changing shit that is losing efficiency, there's reasons why we've done shit like this, at least in our plant, since 1945. If it works, don't fix it. There's nothing to fix. Stop justifying your job. Just enjoy being paid to sit there and look pretty. Like, some of these people are just stupid. Like, there's a lot of jobs I would love to do. I would love to make all these companies and do things and, like, actually do management right. Because this shit is just annoying. And I bet literally if I just made a company that does what everybody else does, but actually run off of, hey, we actually have management that's actually competent, fucking everybody would be trying to get in there. Exactly! If you're the one doing the job, you are smarter than the guy that fucking has the paper that says they know more than you. And the paper that says you know more than you ain't worth fuck anymore. Because those papers is, look at how much money mommy and daddy spent for me to have a job. That's literally what it is. I looked at a job post the other day. Just because one of my buddies that runs a company was like, hey, check this shit out that I found on Indeed from this other guy. And the guy literally says, for an entry-level position, he wants 10 years of job experience in the field and a bachelor's degree. And the job is to, like, take plastic components and just clip them into place. And I'm like, dude, for like $17 an hour and you're requiring all that, that's bullshit. Like, no wonder why people are leaving your job if you're doing all that. Just be careful with credit cards, Bubba. Trust me, bank accounts are great, credit cards are dangerous. One thing I will always run onto is at jobs, you should work your way up. You should never be hired into middle management. It should literally be, hey guys, off the floor, do you want to do this job? Do you think you can do the job? I will offer to get you trained into how to do this job. Because at that point, you're investing in people that are going to have more at stake for the company than Joe Schmo off the fucking street that you just hired with a bachelor degree that thinks you're a fucking idiot. Because that's all that those people with degrees think. Is just the people that run the company are idiots if they don't have a degree. I actually met one once. The guy, at first I thought he was a good guy. Turns out he's just a shit talker. Because what the guy did in one of the meetings with the owner of the company when we were sitting there, just blatantly was just like, I bet you don't have a degree. And the owner was like, yeah, I don't have a degree, and I made this fucking company. I hired you to do this job because I need the paperwork done. And he's just like, well, people that don't have degrees are idiots. And let me tell you, that guy got fucking shit-canned faster than you think. I don't even think he made it out of the office. Dude, I fucking hate it when they do that. I hate it when engineers are like, yep, that'll work. And they've never done any of that shit a day in their life. If you have more engineers that actually, like, worked on the project, shit would actually be easier to maintain. I have yet to see any engineer at any company I have ever worked at not, like, know the job, but, like, actually know how to take shit apart and put it together. Oh, dude, I flipped my shit one day. I had to do something like that at one of the companies I worked for, not the one I'm at now. But, like, I came up with this idea because the thing that they were having us do was so ridiculous. Like, we were taking hoses and duct tape and wrapping it around, like, this metal, like, box to cool down the products that was coming out of the machine. And I was just like, I can easily do this with the same product we make. So I walked over, grabbed one of the products that we were making, walked it over, sliced it in half with a box cutter, and laid it there. And it worked twice as good, if not more, than, like, the thing they spent $10,000 to work, or to make it work. And I was like, you guys get paid more than me. How are you this fucking stupid? And it's even better that those guys, for you, Dave, use the 3D modeled software. That is sad. I think a requirement for any engineer, you have to have a minimum of 5 years experience in maintenance before you can be an engineer. I'm sick of busting my knuckles on every machine I tear apart. And the thing is, too, I know they're never going to change, but I wish I could just have a company to try to force industry standards to change. Like, one thing I'm fighting right now, I love to work. Love it to death, because I was raised to work. And I honestly enjoy what I do. But the fact that they're doing all this stupid shit at work, nope, can't do it no more. My give a fuck has gone and left the building. Like, I'm still gonna do the job to the best of my abilities, but I'm just... My emotional connection to the job is gone. They've been treating us like fucking slaves, and I'm done with it. And a lot of it's because they're literally in management and think that we owe all of our time to them. And they leave at like 2 in the afternoon. And I'm just like, nope. I'm here for 12 hours. You're here for less than 8. Like, your opinions mean absolutely jack shit when you're telling me I don't know how to do my job. Nope, they want the cheap shit. They don't want the right fittings. Fuck, they want silicone. Just spray some Flex Seal on it, it'll be good. Trust me, I get it. People are fucking stupid. Well, at least they're finally realizing their mistake. Little late, but at least they're realizing it. Dude, at this point, some of the jobs, I'm just like, take this idea, use it, say it's yours. I don't care. I'm just tired of having to bust my ass every day. That's not bad, dude. A pressure cooker's awesome. You can can a lot of stuff with a pressure cooker. Oh yeah, dudes. Like, cutting time off work is so nice. Because then you can do other shit. You can focus on stuff more important for work. But no, they don't realize that. I'm actually working on some home improvements myself, so I understand the fixing things. One thing that I'm wanting to fix here is I'm wanting to run some solar panels and fix my existing, like, power storage. Because I got a small, like, battery backup for my house. and I would like to get that repaired because right now it's not working. So when the power goes out, I just lose everything. And god damn it, I need my fan to sleep. I understand, Lumen. Sometimes it just comes down to communication issues. Terrible bosses and, like, people at work, they don't understand, and it just makes it harder. And then if you're working with the public, it's even worse. Really, and I highly recommend it, if you can find a good, like, maintenance job or something, a lot of times they just let people run wild. They're like, as long as shit's getting fixed, they don't care. And, like, for me, personally, you know, medically, I don't know if I'm autistic. My doctor doesn't want to get me tested. I'm probably not autistic, but, you know, some of my friends think I am, and it's a running joke, but that's besides the point. But, like, I prefer just to be a hermit in, like, my lab at work. Like, I go into work, I don't want to see anybody, I just want to do my job. And I think that's what a lot of people want. Is just go into work, ignore everybody, just sit there, do your job. I think that's probably why, like, the military is such a great thing for autistic people. Just because it's like, here's order, structure, do it, and be left alone. That's pretty cool, though. I'd put that in, like, a nice little, like, kiosk, not kiosk, like a display case. I like collecting old stuff like that, though. One thing I really do hate, too, is a lot of people think autism and all these other illnesses, like, they try to make it less. I look at the Japanese, they fucking, like, get everybody they can out there into the workforce. There are people that are bedridden, that drive robots around, antisocial people. Like, there's a lot of stuff people can do. Hell, I just found out the other day that they make fucking remote-controlled lawnmowers with a VR headset camera. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking cool. Get like a whole bunch of gamers, drive around in a truck with those things, drive up to people's yards and be like mowing them in like 20 minutes. Make games out of it. Ah, dude. If you got a Gutenberg, that'd be cool. Or at least a recreation of one would be awesome. I know, it does sound awesome! The, like, lawnmower Roombas. I want one so bad. Maybe not even one with, like, a headset, but I kind of do want the headset one, just because it'd be cool. Like, I could just lay on my couch and mow the yard. There's like so much cool shit out there now. Like, it blows my mind at some of the like companies that are like, nope, you have to be in office. I want to see you work. One of my biggest pet peeves is, yeah, you're not wrong, Lawnmower Sim in real life. But one of the biggest pet peeves I have, like working with bosses and shit, is if there's no work to be done, like I have went through and cleaned everything, the job is finished, there is literally nothing for me to do, why do I have to sit here at work? That drives me insane. Because I would rather be okay knowing I did my job and I don't have anything else to do. I would love to go home. Because then I can focus on other shit. Like, I'm there for 12 hours. Yes, not gonna lie. If I got the job done in 6, I want to go home. The fact that you're making me stay here for 40 hours sucks ass if I don't have to be there for 40 hours. Though I do love the option, I would still prefer to go home if I have the option. Exactly! The company's saving money, and I can focus on other shit. Like, if I have to be there because I'm wanting to do something or I need the money, great idea. I'll be there for 40, all you need. But if the job is done in like 20, I would rather go home. Hey, a med kit from 88 is still awesome. That's still pretty cool. Don't eat any of the chocolate. Trust me, it's probably not going to sit well in your stomach. I saw some of the med kits had candy in them before that they'd give them for sugar and sweets. I don't know why. I saw it before. It's probably something that maybe a couple like specific specific medics have done. But I saw that sometimes they were packed candy. Hell yeah. Dude, that reminds me with like medkits. I would love to have a Geiger counter. It'd probably go off all the time because of my job, but you know, I would love to have the Geiger counter. Me too, dude. Stim packs from Fallout, that's like the first thing I think of when I think of a medkit. That are like the old school like duffel bag with the red cross on it. I think of that too. And I do love those like canvas duffel bags. Those things are awesome. I actually have a canvas backpack. I'm not gonna lie, this scratch bot's awesome. I love automating stuff. I want to know what's down here in the locked sections. Greasy CVS bandages. That's pretty funny. I got some greasy bandages in my pack that I take to work. A couple people from work's like, why did you bring home, like, why did you bring, son of a bitch. They're like, why did you bring, like, a pack? That, like, a med kit. And I'm just like, because if I get hurt, I'd love to have it. It was either, my guess, it's probably either a cream pack or A&D ointment. But I guess that'd be a type of cream, too. Don't worry. Ignore the nugget. Sometimes nugget is stupid. Let's see, what other night can we do in Discord movie night? Oh, they updated that. That's great. No, I'm pretty sure they forced me into work for that. That's great. Yeah, I'm being forced into work. So next week, all the way up until probably the 17th of next month, probably not going to have a movie night. That's fucking great. I can't plan nothing. Oh, that'd be cool. That's funny. If it's a sterile pack, that's not bad at all. Everything be all nice and squeaky clean. Well, I gotta be up all night anyway. But we can tell about manly stories about the time I cut my finger off and I had to re-duct tape it back on. That was a fun one. Oh, dude, I've never figured out how to get rid of eczema. I don't think A&D ointment would help, but I will admit A&D ointment really does help with a lot of stuff. Like, don't judge me too hard, but one of the things that I've done with not A&D, with Bengay is I've taken Bengay and rub it on chapped legs, and I'm gonna tell you, it burns hellaciously. It makes you regret all of your life choices. You need to have leather in your mouth or something to bite on. But after like 30 minutes and the burn's gone, the next morning, all of the chapp is gone. Your legs feel great. I don't recommend it. I highly don't recommend going through it. But Bengay, I believe, is a miracle. Same with petroleum jelly. Petroleum jelly works really good. Yes, baby smooth. And I have heard about the peaches things before. One of my exes was deathly allergic to peaches as well. And it surprised me because she also couldn't eat oranges. And I was kind of confused on why she couldn't eat oranges. Like, I guess it's citrus in general, but she swore peaches and oranges, and I was like, okay. Yeah, you're not really missing out with peaches. I'll agree with Dave on this one. I love peaches, and even though that I love them, you're not missing out. It depends on who makes the cobbler. Some of the cobblers are just absolute garbage. I've had some really dope cobbler, and I've had some pretty shitty cobbler. It really does depend on who's making it. There is one recipe I do want to try, and it's an egg recipe. I want to make some egg sandwiches, and I want to try it with apple butter. I think that will be real good. I haven't tried it yet, so don't hold me to it, but I think it'll be good. Because I like apple butter toast. And toasted egg sandwiches with apple butter sounds amazing. Damn it, guys, now you're making me hungry. And I've already brushed my teeth for the night. Fuck. Which is funny because I'm drinking tea. What's the movie suggestion? I would love to add to the list. I got movie suggestions and nobody ever shows up, but I would love to add it to the suggestion list. If anything, I'd be the only one to watch it, but I'd love it. The Cobbler and the Thief. Let me take a look. Oh, damn, that is an old one. I vaguely remember this. Oh, yeah, auto brewery. So what that does, Dave, is like your gut basically ferments everything for you. So, like, if you put enough sugar and carbohydrates in there, it just makes you drunk. Yeah, it's kind of awesome, or at least it also could be shitty because most of my if I had it, most of my diet is fucking carbohydrate based, so I'd be fucked. But don't get me wrong, that would be a cheap way to get your ass drunk very quickly. Come home from work and be like, I'm about to eat a fucking loaf of bread. This pisses me off. They're pissing me off. Who needs a six pack when I got 2 loaves of bread? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of alcohol either. Like, I'll drink a little bit, but I'll never, like, overdo it. And I only do it, like, on occasion. I had my fill, like, when I turned 21. Like, I turned 21, had surgery, and when I could walk, I went to the bar because my ex broke up with me the day I had surgery on my fucking birthday. And I was like, yep, I'm done. I want to go drink my sorrows. And I went and was like, I want everything. They're like, what? I was like, all of your liquor, 1 cup. And I pounded it, and they gave me like 2 more for free. Because they were like, I can't believe you did that. And the man walked up to the bartender and standing and asked, hey, got any bread? Dude, it's an odd request, but it would be funny. Sand dollars? That's odd. Fruit would do it too because of sugar. The sugar content would definitely do it. A lot of people forget just how much sugar and carbohydrates are in everything. See, I don't know I don't know if I've ever had alcohol poisoning. I'm pretty sure you'd go to the hospital because of it. But I know there for a while I was drinking copious amounts of alcohol. I don't anymore, but I was in a bad spot at that time. Like I was drinking like a fifth a night. I could see that. I think the rice, because you're not given enough time to ferment. I think rice digests pretty quickly if I'm not mistaken. But that would be cool to have sake though. Ah, dude, a good apple pie would be nice. I've had some pretty shit apple pie. As long as you didn't overdo it, it's not that bad. Fuck, most medicines over the counter is made with alcohol. Just thinking about it, there is a lot of alcohol and stuff that we use and drink and everything on a daily basis. Oh, dude, straight gin? Oh, God, that shit's sour. Or at least it sours my stomach. No shit. No reason why you threw up over there. I would too. Fuck. After my first drink of gin, yeah, it'd take a dare to make me drink that too. I don't know. It could just be me. That shit just sours my stomach. Same with Jaeger anymore. Like, I had Jaeger, and I go off the throw up theory. With food and alcohol, you are good with everything until you throw up on it one time. If you throw up on it one time, it spoils you for life. Not so much food, I guess. It just depends on the food. It's like one of my mother's favorite punishments for me when I was growing up was I got the old school 80s classic of eat soap, but I had to do it with Dawn dish liquid. Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty potent for a 6-year-old. I can definitely see it. Yeah, I try to keep it simpler for myself now. I've been trying to get more into like red wine. Like I've been looking up more like heart healthy stuff like that. So I've been looking more into like the wine. It helps with liver radiation resistance. Um, NAC helps also with your liver, but that's a vitamin pill. Oh, dude, dish soap was fucking terrible. And my mother was a horrible mother when I was growing up. She's a lot better now. So don't judge her over now. She's apologized and gotten herself better. But when I was younger, one of her favorite punishments was she'd take a family-sized can of Chef Boyardee ravioli, pour Dawn dish soap into it, stir it all up and nice and bubbly, and I had to sit there at the kitchen table until it was done, and I couldn't leave. That means if I slept there, I slept there. There were some times I never even got to go to school because I had to sit there and wait until it was over. Sad part is it never fucking mold either because you got so much goddamn dish soap in the damn thing. Oh yeah, dude, Everclear is like 190 proof. I always try to keep some Everclear nearby, just for that fact. You know, I've heard it is too. I haven't really looked into that. I know the story of the Russian doctor in the Antarctic that took out his own appendix. He drank like 190 proof vodka and also bathed in vodka to sterilize the area before he did surgery. Some of those Russians during the Cold War just had balls of steel. I'll give them that. Just to cut yourself open to take out your own appendix? Jesus. Oh, dude, I've seen some of the pictures. He did it with the guy, like, they had army guys, I guess, on that base. And part of what he did was because he's like, you're not touching me with a 10-foot fucking scalpel. He had them stand there and hold mirrors all the way around him so he could just look everywhere as he just laid there on the operating table, operating on himself. I make fun of the Russians a lot, but that guy gets respect. Oh, dude. Doing it with no anesthetic, you had to be drunk to pull that off. That would hurt. And tough, yeah, definitely you'd have to be tough. Fuck, I don't have $1 billion. You kidding me? You're damn right that fucking that thing went in the trash can. I'm not paying $1 billion. Yeah, the whole thing with drinking Everclear without a reaction, that shit's gonna burn. Trust me, you're gonna have something. Oh yeah, dude. Watching them jump out of aircraft without parachutes. It's so sad to watch those guys because you know damn well the VA goes, that's not service related for them bouncing off the ground. I feel so bad for those guys. Dude, one of the gnarliest ones I've seen is the emergency rescue balloon that they would like fly up, and then the plane would catch it with a hook and just yank them off the ground. That looks cool, and it looks like it would hurt, but it looks cool as fuck. I saw something here lately that it would probably help if my headset was actually charged. Now I gotta fix the audio. Shit. Now I heard too it would help if you got doctors to sign off on it, but again that's gonna be hard as shit to get them to sign off on anything. Give me a second, I'm fixing it. It'll work. Apparently it didn't fix the game audio. You get nothing service related. It's all accidental. Pre-existing. You came in with PTSD. What are you talking about? Oh, dude, that would suck. Just having that go limp every now and again. But yeah, that would be nice to keep you from going running. I'll give you that. I mean, probably not. But if they'd still owe you stuff. I'm surprised they don't just. To me, I think every veteran should just be paid. Just you know, at least something. Because a lot of that stuff's bullshit that they put you guys through. I don't know why. I see all those extra badges, and I think that I got more badges to collect. Eh. Well, I thank God for that. Apparently, some of the videos are getting pretty popular right now. I thank everybody for that. See, I don't. I mean, I know you get a pension and stuff after 20 years, but I mean, for every year you do in service, I feel like they should give you something. Like full payout at 20 years and like divide it by however many going back. That way it covers medical expenses because I have yet to meet a veteran who didn't get anything that wasn't active duty. Like I've seen a lot of veterans just get their shit kicked in all the time. That's why it just kind of confuses me that they're doing that through like disability, where it's like, oh, well, you got to go through disability, you get like 10% or whatever. Like, and that's that, like you said, that is like the minimum that they always give. Is like, okay, you get 10%, you get 5%, 10%, whatever, and then it's like, just that's what they give you for like your short term of service. When they could, if they just been like, okay, here's a pension, and you can come to us for medical and dental and stuff like that anytime you want. I think you'd get a lot more people signing up, and I think you'd also like fix a lot of the vet problems that people have, like with the homelessness and uh, sometimes not being able to find the right insurances to cover VA issues. Like I've seen a lot of other like vets get different insurances instead of just going through the VA. Like one of the guys I work with, he's just like, yeah, I bought my own insurance because the VA insurance going through the VA just sucks. Again, that comes back to that same argument we were having earlier where people just suck at managing things. Ah, 1.169. I almost prestiged. I'm glad I didn't. Oh, dude, that would drive me fucking nuts. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had doctors and stuff be like, hey, I have to go. Like, I'm taking this vacation. I can't see you. I get that. It happens even in the private sector. But that fucking sucks because I've heard that VA, you are waiting in line. Like, VA is socialized healthcare on steroids. Like, I've heard some, like, people from Canada's, like, even the VA sucks. And that's bad when they even have socialized healthcare saying it sucks. And I like to believe it doesn't suck, but God, do they make it suck. That sucks so bad that even the public knows about it. Yeah, it's a little kitty. It gives me money. That's the first time I've seen it. I think its name's Kudo? Mundo. Mundo the kitty cat. I could prestige again. I don't know if I want to prestige. It is adorable, though. The adorable kitty kitty. Aww! You can make him sleep. Or you can turn him on. You can turn him on and off. That's adorable. Okay. So here's where the nugget thing came from. I've had this channel since pre-pandemic. But the whole thing has changed over the years. Nugget has not always been the original thing, neither has the tinfoil hat or tinfoil nugget. Like, I went with my old gamer tag when I first started, which was Nexus. Then, like, you know, I tried doing this. I wanted to get this stuff off the ground. I went to school. I know multimedia production. I know how to use video camera. I like it. I do. So I've always done videos and stuff like that. But the tinfoil nugget came around quite recently. At this new job, everybody called me Nugget because it started as derogatory. I don't exactly know why it became a thing, but I know the people that were harassing me at work were calling me Nugget behind my back. And then it just took off all across where I work, all across the plant. Well, after a while, you know, I was like, you know, can you please stop? It never stopped. And so many people just ended up knowing me as Nugget. I was like, oh, fuck. Well, shit. I'll just keep it, I guess. So, what happened was I ended up getting a wreck. If you remember, Dave, I think you were roughly around when that happened back in January. I got into a wreck and broke my wrist. And I'm laying here at the house, and I was probably only out maybe a week or two before I realized this. I'm in this cast, can't do shit, can't go to work. They won't let me back at work. And I was just like, I was talking with my buddy, and I was like, you know, I want to get back into the videos. There's not much I can do here at the house. I can kind of play games. I can kind of do videos and stuff, but none of my videos are taking off. And my buddy's like, well, maybe you just need to rebrand again. And I was like, you know, I already rebranded, you know. I went from Nexus to Good Morning Appalachia. And he's like, why don't you keep that as the main company and then just go with something else? And I was like, well, the only thing that people call me as a nickname is Nugget. And he goes, run it. I was like, what? He's like, run it. He's like, give it a test. If it don't take off, fine. We'll spitball some new stuff. And I'll give my best friend the fucking biggest shout out ever. Because he told me to run it, and I tried it for a week, and it just took off. Don't know why, but tinfoil nugget just took off. Because I was trying to think of like a nugget. I was like, yeah, everybody likes a nugget. I've seen nuggets everywhere. But I've yet to see someone online with a tinfoil hat. And I like the whole thing of a tinfoil wizard hat. Because part of the, like, one of the old things that I used to do at the job was I used to wear a wizard hat, you know, because we joke around in break room or whatever. So I was like, fuck it, tinfoil wizard hat it is. And that's how tinfoil nugget was born. It's all started because people were being mean to me at work, and then I broke my wrist, and I was like, fuck it, they know me as Nugget, let's see where it goes. And I prayed to God about it, and God, I feel, blessed me with it. Because sometimes, you know, I feel God gives you something that you hate, and it turns out to be a blessing because you don't know exactly where it was going to it. Yes, I embraced it. And now, like, everybody at work is just like, they're like, oh, hey, Nugget. And it's like, some of them know that I do the videos. A lot of them kind of know that I do videos now. And I thank God for having me go through all this to show me what I needed to do and how to embrace it. Don't get me wrong, though. Like, I was unhappy with the whole Nugget thing for a while. And that was only because, you know, the harassment from one guy in particular. And the only reason why I took so much of that shit was because, like, at the time, I needed the job. Now I kind of don't need the job, but at the same time I do need it because of bills, but that's besides the point. But I embraced it. If I didn't embrace it, you guys would never have the tinfoil nugget. You wouldn't have me. You guys probably wouldn't have found me. And I thank you guys for showing up all the time. I love all the talking. Dave, I always love your comments on the videos. I hope you guys always enjoy the videos. I'm doing my best with them. I got people that send me videos with stuff, and they're like, oh, make fun of this. Like, react to this, do that. And I'm just like, dude, this is someone who is you know, like, some of them are just like straight up people that are mentally incapable. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that. They can't defend themselves. I'm not going to do it. Now, like, if you're doing something downright stupid, yeah, I'm going to make fun of it. But I also understand, too, I'm doing something stupid. I'm putting myself out on the internet. I can take what I dish out. All I ask is just to be ow. Is just be respectful for everybody. And there's some people that just ain't. Sling Blade! I mean, that's not a bad one. I have heard a lot of shitty nicknames over the years. I know now. I'm pretty sure I'm never getting away from Nugget. French fried potatoes. Mm-hmm. It tastes like sadness. Mm. I'm kind of looking over here. Start with a 10 coin. I don't know. We'll prestige again. 40. Jesus Christ. Trashing, winning tickets gives 3 experience. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I know it. I try to keep my gamer tag the same, but here lately I had to, I changed it to tinfoil nugget. Because like some people were like, it's kind of weird that when you're playing a game, tinfoil nugget doesn't pop up. Oh yeah, I've seen some of the Jesus containment things from SCP. One of my favorite ones is God from SCP. Like, there's a lot of good stories from the SCP collections. Oh yes, secure, contain, and protect. I highly recommend it. If you like audio stories, there's a guy on YouTube. I used to watch the shit out of him. Shit. I'll have to remember it. But there is an animated series called Containment. If you go to YouTube and type in SCP Containment, it's really good. They're actually making a second season now. It's been almost like 7, 8 years since the last one. But trust me, it's really good. One, like, a small team, if not one guy, makes them for that animated series, and it's really good. Something Void, I believe. Now I gotta look it up. Hold on. Because the SCP stuff is really good. I listen to a lot of their stuff. Let's see here. It's the Vulcan. The Vulcan makes a lot of good ones. Trust me, he's pretty good. And then Containment. If you type in SCP Confinement or Lord Bung on YouTube, you'll find it. Lord Bung was the original creator for the SCP Confinement animated series. Trust me, you're not going to be disappointed if you like a good story. So I will explain too. What SCP is like these items, artifacts, anomalies. Sometimes it's like buildings, people, like objects, places, where it's just different. Like laws of physics different, or sometimes a magical thing. Like it's pretty good. And the Vulcan, when he does the topic, like it's like he does it on the realm of, how do I put it? When the Vulcan does his, it's more of like a scientific research thing, but it's written as a story. Trust me, I'm making it sound shittier than it actually is. It's pretty damn good. Yeah, and you don't have to check it out now. I normally listen to that stuff when I'm at work. Like I said, I like stories, and when I'm working, it helps me keep my mind focused. I don't know why. Just if I'm listening to music, it doesn't always help me. But if I'm listening to a good story, that helps me a lot. I haven't seen Thuy Files, so I don't know how much to speculate on that. But there's not just him either. There's other ones. Like when I was listening to a lot of stuff on Spotify there a long time ago, they had some like old school like radio plays on there. Oh yeah, dude, Faceless Jesus. There's a whole slew of them, and they're supposed to be making a movie. Like it finally got greenlit and everything. One of my favorite stories is there are Here Be Dragons, and the Vulcan does a really good representation for that one, in my opinion. And there's games made about it too, and a lot of the games are pretty good. I wouldn't say all of them are winners, but some of them are pretty good. There's also like a whole community around SCP. Infinite IKEA is also a real fun one. Damn it, Dave, I wasn't keeping track, but thank you for the third broken plate. Which one's 2273? I can't remember that one offhand. I don't remember all the numbers. That does sound like it's There Be Dragons, or Here Be Dragons. Son of a bitch. You didn't see nothing, Dave. I didn't break no plate. I don't know what you're talking about. How it ends is sad, yeah. But I still think it's one of my favorite ones. Infinite IKEA, Here Be Dragons, and the coffee machine. That one's a good one. The sentient coffee machine. Also, Dave, when you go and look up the SCP files, don't expect all of them to have a happy ending. A lot of them end very tragic. Do it. I don't think I want to break another plate, damn it. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, but tinfoil is apparently a hat for some reason. And it's the best damn hat you'll ever buy. Oh yeah, Alexi's a good one. I like listening to Alexi. I know there's a big debate right now in the SCP community with Russian copyright and everything. Because Russia's trying to claim a copyright on all SCP stuff. And it's not. Oh yeah, Alexi is the safest option. But I like listening to some of the more darker stuff. It's really nice for like spooky stories. But SCP-999 does get your toes wet a little bit. Hey, I love that HBO series from Chernobyl. I honestly think they need to have one for 3 Mile Island. I'd like to see more about it. That reminds me, I did a video yesterday or the day before. Apparently, with the new project the government has about putting in some nuclear reactors, this woman from like New Mexico or Colorado is upset because they're hooking up and starting to get water ready for nuclear reactors, and she went on like a 30-minute tirade of her just sitting there fake crying about how this is horrible and it damages the water. And I'm just like, the United States Nuclear Regulatory Commission, same with EPA standards for chemicals, is so strict you can't put anything back into the water unless it's like 100% safe. Like, very safe. And she's like, oh, it's poisoning the water. I'm just like, you are stupid. It's like, I understand you're worried, but that you fake crying isn't anywhere near okay. At least tell the facts. Because she never said anything either. It was just her sitting there fake crying about nuclear power is bad. And I'm just like, so you just want to keep burning coal. Love it. Damn. Hey, I've stubbed my toe a lot. I get it. I've even stubbed my thumb a lot. Hopefully it gets better for you. Don't worry, Lumen. I hope it really does. Oh yeah, Chernobyl diary. I seen that. It gets out there. Some of the stuff that they did during that is rough. I think the Chernobyl. I think the HBO series Chernobyl, they did more of a condensed take, in my opinion. But they tried to make sure that they didn't leave out anything. Ooh, I've never done that. Ow, audible thud, no. But guys, I hate to do this. I have enjoyed all of the conversation. Dave, Lumen, I'm glad you guys stopped in. I am very happy. Uh, I need to sign off for the night. I need to get some rest, and I need to get some stuff set up for tomorrow, or tonight, I should say. Uh, oh yeah, that thud, just listening to it sucks. It's not really bedtime, but I got to get clothes finished, washed, and dried, and then I also got to pick up the house a little bit. My doggy's been into everything. But there's a couple stuff I want to get done before I just pass out. Oh god, I've done that too, Lumen. But I thank you guys. You guys have been amazing. I love seeing you guys. You guys get the best shout out. Good night, Bellas. Also, don't forget, we will be hosting a movie night at some point here very soon. I would love to host one within the next week or two. Night, guys. I'll post it on the thing of Instagram, but it will be on the Discord server. That's where we'll be hosting the movie night. That way it's free, and everybody for the first 50 people are allowed to watch it. Because I don't know, that's how many people are allowed in that voice chat apparently. I might be able to make more. I have to figure out how to do that. But normally it's just me in there. But night, guys.